Okay, so full morning cars routine, starting with the neck and working our way down to the feet and the toes. So from here, like you're drawing a marker, you're drawing a circle with your chin. You're gonna bring your chin down to your chest, turn in either direction, rotate your head, laterally flex it, extend your head back, so tip your head back as you rotate to the opposite side. Try to limit the amount of movement the rest of your body does so that you move only in the neck. Do 2 or 3 repetitions in one direction. Good. Bracing the core gently, since it's just a morning routine. When you completed 2 or 3, repeat in the opposite direction. And once you've got your chin back to chest for the second or third repetition, back to neutral. From here, you're going to do shoulder blade rotation, so keeping the arms straight, create a little bit of tension in your right arm, bring your left shoulder blade up toward your ear, then bring it back and down, forward, up, back, and down. Do 2 more circles in that direction, basically just moving it through the entire range while limiting movement in the other parts of the body. Good. Going to the opposite shoulder, create tension in the left, and bring the right shoulder up toward your ear. Squeeze your shoulder blade back, then down, forward, up, back. Try to keep the arms straight, in close to your body as you do 2 to 5 repetitions in this direction. Back to neutral once you've completed that. Good. Squeeze your core in, keep your right arm nice and strong, tight. Start to reach your left arm forward, lifting it up. When you feel like it can't lift anymore without compensation, start to internally rotate it. It's probably going to reach out to the side a little bit as you reach back. Keep internally rotating your arm until your arm is alongside your body. Your thumb will be facing back, palm facing out, pinky facing forward. Start to lift the arm up and back. When you feel like you can't lift anymore, it'll naturally start to go into external rotation as you lift up, out to the side, and back to forward. Arm comes alongside your body. Do another repetition here. Left arm up. Rotate the left arm internally as you bring it back. Lands alongside your body. Then reach it up and back. And it rotates externally until it comes forward and back alongside your body. Tense up the left arm. Squeeze your core. Reach your right arm forward as it comes up. It'll naturally want to internally rotate at some point as you continue to reach back. Try to keep your shoulder blade down as you rotate the arm. Once it hits your side body, start to reach up and back once again. Your arm will start to naturally externally rotate, coming up and then in front of you. Once it comes alongside your body again, start to reach it forward and up. Tense the body. You can squeeze the legs, the glutes. Let it internally rotate. Continues to rotate until the palm is facing out alongside your body. Reach it up and back. Feel the tricep and the back of your shoulder working. Rotate the arm externally, back in front of you and alongside your body. Good. Keep your right arm tense. Bend your left elbow, and then palm is facing toward the ceiling. You're going to rotate the palm in and down, then out, flip the palm again, continue to rotate 5 times in this direction as you keep the left shoulder drawing back. Try not to let the upper arm move, getting all the movement as best you can in the elbow. Once you've done a few in that direction, reverse directions, right? So the elbow turns over, palm flips up, palm flips down. Trying to get that movement at the elbow, not at the wrist. From there, go to the other side. Good. Keep the upper arm stationary, bend the elbow. Start to flip the palm and rotate it in as you straighten the arm down. Then it rotates out as you come back up. Rotate it in, palm and forearm down, rotate it out. Keep your tricep and bicep engaged as best you can, shoulder pulling down in the back. Good. Once you've completed about 5 repetitions in that direction, start to reverse it. Good. So reverse. Palm flips over as you come up, then it opens. As you go down and out, the palm flips down. Continue about 3 to 5 repetitions in that direction. Good. From there, bend your left elbow once again. You're going to do wrist rotations, so don't let your forearm flip over. Bring your wrist into extension, meaning the fingers in the back of your hand toward the floor. Then rotate toward the pinky side and bring the hand back up. Then out to the thumb side and down. Out to the side, the pinky side, up. Out to the left side toward the thumb, down. Try to minimize how much the palm moves or collapses in, how much the fingers flex in or curl in. Reverse directions. Toward the thumb side first, then up toward the forearm, then back. Good. 5 times in that direction. Good. And the opposite side. Bend the right elbow, bring the wrist into extension toward the pinky side, and then it comes back up, so palm toward forearm, out to the left side. Complete 5 rotations in this direction, trying to minimize how much the forearm rolls over, how much the fingers curl in or extend. Try to keep the movement in the wrist as best you can. Reverse directions. Pinky side first, then back of the hand down. Good. 5 times in that direction. Keep your shoulders squeezing, arm tight, and that's it. Good. From here, cross your forearms over your chest. If the right arm is on top, you'll rotate to the right side first. So squeeze your core, tuck your chin, get your glutes contracting so your pelvis is in neutral. The movement is in the upper back. So you're going to flex the upper back, meaning curling it down and in a little. Rotate to the right side. Then you'll flex or lean to the right. Then you go back, so the upper back in a little bit of extension. Going to the left side, going into lateral flexion, then rotation back to center. Do 3 rounds in that direction, so 2 more. If you start to feel it in the lower back as you rotate, then try to contract your core a little bit more or don't go as far back. Good, last rotation. Once you get to neutral, switch so your left forearm is on top. Good, flex down, so round the upper back, rotate to the left, then laterally flex to the left, and then roll into the extension, leaning the upper back. Rotate right, flex right, back to center. Complete 2 more rounds in this direction. Nice and slow. Try to feel that extension coming from the upper back somewhere between the shoulder blades. Feel the core working to help rotate your body. If you feel it all in the lower back, definitely engaging your core more. Once you come back to neutral, arms alongside your body, relax. From here, go down to hands and knees. Start to arch the belly toward the floor, moving up 1 vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Notice how she's not lifting her head up yet. She's going through each vertebrae of the spine until she eventually gets to the neck. Arms are straight. She'll start to extend the neck 1 vertebrae at a time in the neck as well. She's going to keep the upper body, including the neck, in extension as she starts to tuck her bum underneath her. So sits bones move toward her knees. She'll start to flex her spine, right? So the vertebrae are now moving up toward the ceiling 1 at a time. Notice how her upper back and neck are still in extension as she's flexing her lower body, moving up to spine. Eventually she'll get to the upper back and start to tuck the chin, moving the neck vertebrae 1 at a time. Now she'll keep the upper body and neck in flexion as she starts to go into extension with the lower body. So the pelvis is going to tip forward, right? Back of the pelvis lifting toward the ceiling, 1 vertebrae at a time. She might go a little bit faster now since it's the second round, eventually going all the way to the neck and finding extension. 1 more time into flexion. So tucking the pelvis underneath, rounding the back toward the ceiling. Good. Eventually chin tucks, back to a neutral spine. Brace the core here. Keep the ribs in. So nothing should move here except the hip joint. We're going to do hip rotations. Arm stays straight. You're going to start to extend your right leg back, keeping the knee bent, bending the knee as much as you can as you do. As soon as you start to feel the lower back arching, that's where you stop. Start to rotate your knee out to the side, eventually bringing it forward. Don't let the pelvis lift up, or at least lift it as little as possible. Once you come forward as much as you can, bring it into center. You'll do 2 more repetitions in this direction. Sorry, you're going to reverse direction, so knee comes forward, then out to the side, up and back, and into center, then reverse. Good, knee up and back, out to the side, forward, and into center. Reverse one more time. So knee comes forward, out to the side. Notice she's speeding it up just a little bit as she goes through this, right? Knee comes down, over to the opposite side. Minimize the amount of lean forward, compensations into the lower back. So as the leg extends up and back, then it rotates out to the side, coming forward, and then into center. You'll complete 2 more. So knee comes forward, then out to the side, up and back, into center, then leg extends back, out to the side, forward, into center. Reverse that direction, knee forward, out to the side, up and back, and knee comes down. From here, sit down and bring your legs out in front of you. Then bring your left knee or left foot in until it's underneath your right thigh. Grab your right arm, goes underneath your right hamstring. Take your right hand and grab your left bicep. Left hand grabs over the top of your right knee. From here, hug that knee, squeeze it in tight. Don't let the upper leg move. Start to rotate your lower leg out. Then start to straighten the leg any amount. Then you start to rotate the lower leg in and bend the knee as you continue to rotate. Rotate out, 2 more rounds, straighten the leg, minimize how much the ankle moves, how much the lower or upper leg moves. And 1 more time. Good. And then you reverse direction. So you're neutral, turn the leg in, then straighten it any amount, rotate out as you start to bend. Good. You do 3 rounds in this direction as well. Good. And from here, keep the right arm as it is. Take the left hand and grab your lower right shin bone somewhere above the ankle. Then you're going to rotate through the ankle. Try to minimize movement anywhere else. Rotate in either direction first. And do 3 to 5 rotations in one direction and 3 to 5 rotations in the opposite direction. From there, switch legs. Left arm goes underneath the left hamstring. Left hand grabs your right bicep. Right hand on the top of the left knee. From here, rotate the lower shin out, lower leg out. Then start to straighten the leg any amount. It might not straighten all the way. Rotate it in as you start to bend. Continue rotating in as you bend. Rotate the leg out. Continue to rotate out as you straighten the leg. Start to rotate in and bend the knee. Good. 1 more time. Rotate out. Straighten the leg any amount. Rotate in as you start to bend the knee. Neutral. Reverse direction. Rotate in. Straighten the leg. Rotate out as you start to bend the knee. 2 more times in this direction. Minimize movement in the upper leg. Minimize movement at the ankle, and remember to continue to rotate as you bend the knee. From here, right hand grabs your left shin. You'll start to rotate the left ankle. Either direction once again. 5 times or so in one direction, and repeat in the opposite direction. Good. Once you've done that, we'll work with the feet a little bit. You'll do this in a standing position, but the focus will be on the feet. Your feet will be about hip width distance apart. From here, we're basically working with the toes, right? So first step is to see if you can lift the right big toe off the ground, keeping all the other toes down. Good. Tap the right big toe down, lift it up again. Tap it down, lift it again. 2 more times, lower down, lift up, lower down, lift up, lower down, left big toe, up and down 5 times. Try to minimize movement as best you can in the ankle, all that kind of stuff. This is extremely difficult, so don't expect it to work well the first time. Once you've done 5 with the left big toe, go back to the right foot, keep the right big toe down, lift all the other toes. Set them back down 5 times, right? Again, you're looking to minimize movement in the other parts of the body, near impossible. After you've done 5 on that side, you go to the other side. Big toe stays down, toes lift up. Little toes lift and lower 5 times. From there, level of difficulty going back to the right foot, you're going to lift all 5 toes up and try to tap the big toe down. Good. Lift it back up, tap it down. Repeat 5 times. And then keep the toes up and tap the right pinky toe down and wave all the way down to the big toe. Lift them all back up, tap the right pinky toe and all the way down. 5 times. Again, try to make sure to keep the big toe knuckle down as you move through that. Good. From here, lift up all the left toes, tap the big toe down, lift it up, tap it down, lift it up 3 more times. Try to keep the other toes lifting as much as possible. After that 5th one, you'll lift all the toes up and tap the little toes down, trying to keep the big toe up. And do that 5 times, keeping the big toe up, tapping the other 4 toes down. Once you've done that 5 times, all the toes stay up and go from the little toe down to the big toe 5 times, like a little wave. Good. Once you've done that 5 times, you're looking to work the intrinsic foot muscles. So we'll do the right foot first, and basically you just want to pull everything back up into the arch. So all the toes, everything pulls up. Release and pull up, right? So you should feel the arch of the foot contracting and releasing. You'll do 5 to 50, depending on how much you want to suffer. Go to the left foot, pull up and in, try to squeeze all the toes in, keep the toes down as you squeeze everything up and in, like you're dragging the toes back. Once you've completed 5, congratulations, you're done.